From Anshe Sfard Beth El Emeth Congregation, it's time to take 10 minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.
Welcome to our discussion of Parshat Vayetze, Living Thankfully. The Gemara in Brachot makes a remarkable assertion, and I'd like to examine how it could be true. Amar Rabbi Yochanan Mishum Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. One of the great sages of Israel said in the name of the earlier sage, the famous Reb Shimon Bar Yochai, from the day that God, the Holy One, blessed be He, created His world, Lo haya adam shehoda l'Kadosh Baruch Hu. There was no person who gave thanks to the Holy One, blessed be He. Ad shebata Leah v'hodato, until Leah came and thanked Him. Shneimar, as it says, Hapam oder Hashem, this time, and no time ever before, I will thank God. Leah was the first to thank God. Now this is kind of hard to believe. Before Leah, there was Noah after the flood. There was Avraham when he had a baby. There was Yitzchak. Leah is the first to give thanks to God. Yaakov had never said thank you to God. It's remarkable. It's unbelievable. So I'd like to suggest three answers. Number one is based on the Gemara in Shabbos, Kuf Yud Chesem Beis. Rabbi Yossi says, he says, I wish I could be one of those people who finishes Hallel every day. They say, well, that's not true. Doesn't it say that anyone who says Hallel every day, it's like you're a great blasphemer if you say Hallel every day? The Psalms of Thanksgiving. The answer is, this is Psukei de Zimra, and this is the Hallel. That with the Hallel for the miracles, splitting of the sea, the miracle of the Mashiach, that type of Hallel, you only say when there's a miracle, a special occasion. But the Hallel of the Psukei de Zimra, the Hallelujah is the last 6 Psalms in the Hallelujahs in the book of Psalms. Psalm 145 to 155. These Psalms, these are Psalms that should be said every day to give thanks for the Shama Hodal Eretz of Shamayim, for the heavens and the earth, for daily existence. So that's the answer. For miraculous things, a man giving birth to a child at the age of 100, that was something that surely Abraham had given thanks for. Surely people were in unusual situations and given thanks for. Leah was the first to say, you know what? I had 3 children. Run of the mill, I'm having another child. And this is not ho-hum, rerun child, but rather, Apam Oder Hashem. I'm the first to give thanks for just any old child. Of course, because this was the first child where proper thanks was given, this became a very important child of Judah, the ancestor of all the Jewish people. That's answer number 1. Answer number 2. We know the Midrash asserts that since there were destined to be 12 tribes, like Ishmael had 12 tribes, and Yaakov was destined to have 12 tribes, 12 stones. And how many wives are there? 4. By simple arithmetic, every wife is entitled to 3 children. So Leah said to herself, okay, 3 children I expect. But when she had the 4th, she said, Apam Oder Hashem. Now I'm going to thank God I had more than my lot. I had not 3, but I had 4 children. Oh, 4 children. When you realize that what you have is it's not what's coming to you. You know, when you think that something is coming to you, that's nothing special. When you realize that what you have, your lot in life, is more than you deserve. Because you don't deserve anything. There's no entitlement program from God. When you realize that what you have is greater than any entitlement that you could have imagined, then you give thanks to God. Finally, third lesson is that she says, Hapam Oder Hashem. This time, I'm not going to hope that, thankfully I had the first son, but maybe God has seen my affliction. I'm thankful that I had the second son, but maybe God will hear my voice this time. I'm thankful I had the third son, but maybe this time my husband will actually pay attention to me and stay with me in Ilavucha. No, this time she says, you know what? This time I'm going to let it rest. This time we'll just say 2 words. Thank you. Period. Odeh Hashem. I'm just going to give thanks. No ends, ifs, or buts. You know that in the Modim, there's no ends, ifs, or buts when it comes to Modim. When it comes to Thanksgiving, we put aside all requests, all problems. Modim Drabanan, we begin to maybe have some hesitation. But in the regular Modim that we say in the Amidah, we simply say thank you, period. There's no hesitation. Despite whatever challenges we may face in life, we still say thank you, period. So then what do we mean then that Leah was the first to give thanksgiving? We mean that number one, she was the first to give thanksgiving for a simple act. Secondly, she was the first to give thanksgiving and realize that it's not coming to you. We get more than we deserve. And thirdly, she was the first to give thanksgiving, and it was the first time that she had said thanksgiving in a way where she said simply, thank you, period. Because that's the greatest sense of thanksgiving, is when you can put all your other requests and whatever else is missing in life aside and say, you know what, that's something else. But right now, it's a moment to realize it's time to say thank you. Thank you for joining us today here at the Anshe Sfard Beth El congregation here in Memphis, Tennessee. And thanks to Jason Lefkowitz for making today's presentation possible. Welcome to see our previous archives for previous discussions on the Parsha. Thank you for joining us.
This has been 10 Minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.